Good morning. I think. Yes. It's still morning. Sunday morning. Labor Day weekend. How's work? How is WORK? How is it? You enjoying yourselves? You having a good time out there? Not hustle and bustle? Had to go to work today. Some people had to work today. Guess what? It's storming outside. How's work? You hear that? Still storming. Anyway, I've been late with my updates. And do apologize for that, because I'm Franklin and I'm retired. I think I'm retired. Some people might still think I'm fired. Um, for the new folks, I'm Frank. Weekly Wealth Emperor. That's what I like to call myself. This is my channel, and this is my due diligence and my accountability for myself of what I'm doing to maintain my retirement so that I no longer have to punch somebody else's clock. My ex job, I used to love my job, by the way. I used to train people, everything. I used to love my job. And the people that I trained got me fired. The same people that you taught almost everything you know, or you thought you taught them almost everything you know because they didn't know what I was asking them to do, and I taught them how to do it. And long story short, they said I talked to them inappropriately. They gave me an ethics violation. I got 2 ethics violations. One for the employee and one for the supervisor that the employee was kiki and ha-haing with. Have me on wait in the chat asking for help. And they were just having a good old time on the clock, just laid back, relaxing and chilling. So I went over there and I asked them to do their job. And so they didn't do their job because I did it for them. And they went to HR. This is crazy. People weaponize HR. They went to HR and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, he hurt my feelings. He just made me," and got me fired. You know who you are, Chet. A lot of people know who you are. And you probably just kiki in their face. Anyway, money. You want to talk about cash? You want to see who was fired or retired? So, first things first. My previous episode where I left off, I try to send out alerts, by the way. So, about the plays I'm about to make. So I send out those little those little shorts on YouTube to tell you about a stock that you can get in on if you thought about getting in on. Let me also tell you this and say this. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is not ever, will ever, or ever be financial advice to anyone. I'm just doing what I do, what I've learned to do, that I go to school for, because I'm pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Finance, where I graduate in January 2026. Then I'll be pursuing my master's degree in data analytics and finance. So I'm gonna keep it pushing. So I'm still learning. So to say that, say this. I don't give a financial advice. Period. If you watch what I do and learn a concept and apply a concept to what you're pursuing, fine and dandy. Because that's what I do. I watch people and learn from people. and apply it to what I need to work with my system, and my system works for me, so that I don't have to work for anyone else. Okay? All right, so the first stock where I left off at, I'm working with ETFs. So the first ETF that I left off with was SMCY. Okay? And so with SMCY on August 1st, 2025, I pulled a dividend of $2,139.59. Okay. Then SMCY, I'm still watching it. It's getting a better price now. So I'm watching it for the next dividend that's coming out in September, the 25th. And it's paying $1.30, $1.31. So I'm keeping my eye out on SMCY for next month, about this time, next month. Okay? So now, the bad news. ORAK. I messed up on them. Why you mess up on ORAK, Frank? Why'd you only get 37 cents? Or how much did I get? 21 cents. I got 21 cents because I sold too early. I sold Wednesday night when I was supposed to sell Thursday morning or Thursday night. I sold Wednesday night. Sold all my shares. I missed out on my dividend. And so the micro shares that I had left, the 0.5704 shares, they carried over for the next market day, and basically I sold them then and got the dividend for that, 21 cents. Income is income. Mistakes happen. What have we learned from this today, children? Always watch what you do. Check your days, check your calendars, check and recheck, double check, triple check before you write a check or lose a check, because I lost a check. Anyway, another thing, I'm watching OARK because they have another dividend coming out next week. So I done cycled back. So yeah, I've been gone about 3 weeks. The last time I was going to get OARK, I came back. Here we are. So I lost about 3 weeks talking to y'all. I apologize. But I've been working. I've been doing stuff. Not working for somebody else. Working for me. I have no other jobs. Nothing. I work for me. Work for me. Okay? Look at my dividends. Next one. See, the next dividend that I had pulled was NVDY. Now this is August 1st, 8th, 15th, 29th. August 15th, I pulled a dividend, $2,163 for NVDY. Now I'm watching them for next month because they're paying between 53 and 58 cents a share. And they have a good price right now. They're like $16, $17 a share. That's like a good price. Okay. So they're gonna pay between 53 and 58 cents a share September 11th. The thing is this, that's an issue for me because I have another stock that I'm watching for September 11th. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. So we pulled the dividend for NVDY. The next week, which was this week, which is this week, that just passed, I pulled my dividend for WNTR. Now, what was going to happen was I was going to invest in CONY. But the price kept dipping too low because I wanted the price to be $6.99 a share. That's what I was looking for. But it didn't hit $6.99 a share by the time the dividend was about to hit. So it wouldn't, to me, it wouldn't have been worth it. But they have a dividend coming out in about 2 weeks, right around the time, right after September 11th, right after this next thing that I was planning on doing. They have one, but I'm probably not going to do them. So anyway, so yeah, but as you see earlier, in July, I caught a dividend with CONY for about $4,000. Stop playing. Would I go back? I probably will. Yes, because they're paying 50 cents a share, man. What? They're paying 50 cents a share on $6, $7. Stop playing with me, y'all. There's people acting like they don't want to get no money out here. Like those people thought when they fired me that, oh, frankly, he going thank you for firing me. Because I'm retired. There's too much money out here for us not to try to get. For real. So, with CONY, I'm always watching. Okay? And then I have another stock that I'm watching. Okay? I'm watching this stock for November. Now, I'll tell you what's special about this. Because the last few things I purchased, like CONY, SMCY, okay? These are ETFs. ETFs have the ability to lose their value, their price, because especially the ones that I'm working with, because either if they can't pay their dividend, they'll take it out the share price. That's why they call it NAV erosion. Basically the value of your asset erodes because people take out the price to pay the dividend. And so your price will dump like $2-3 to pay, depending on the dividend, and you're stuck, until the next dividend hit, and then basically the price will just keep on eating away, and you don't put in $16 a share on something that's now worth $2 a share, but it's still paying a dividend, but it's not going to be paying 30-some cents. It might pay 10 cents a share, something like that. Case in point, I'll tell you one right now that does that. If I forgot it, MRNY. Boom. This thing right here, MRNY, right? They're $2. They're $2 a share, less than. They usually trade at $2 a share. They're at a deal right now at $1.74 a share. Okay, and they're paying 10 cents. They're still paying 10 cents a share. So if you're like, well, I don't really trust it, well, I don't really know what's going on, you can still get in on a cheap price, a price that's like, that you really won't have to worry about. So if you had like, I don't know, an extra 2 G's, right? That was how much I earned this month. I earned like $7,000. So if you had like $2,000, right? If I had $2,000 extra, which I probably will, that I'm gonna get into, and I get into there, I'll get 1,000 shares, 1,100 shares. .0946 a share is their dividend for September 11th. $100. off TGs. That's not bad. And then technically, because I use Robinhood, so technically Robinhood would actually give me, I would actually, with 2Gs, if I put up 2Gs, Robinhood actually would technically give me about 4 available. So capital plus margin. And so with that capital plus margin, I get 4 grand. So you could have just doubled it. It would have been $200. It would have been $200. It just doubled. 216 because it was like 108 that you would have got. Yeah, 216. So every month, using Robinhood's margin, I put up 2 grand every month on a cheap stock or ETF. I could pull $200 off of $2,000 plus margin. Like, who can't use the extra $200 or extra $2,000 a year? 200 pays something. It pays off. It pays off a credit card for some people. It does things for people to help people. Like, a little bit of money can help you actually retire. If you pay off your bills, you're done. Anyway, so that's the cheap way that you can get into a cheap way. 2 grand put up, you can get $200 a month from MRNY until they stop paying. Okay, so the next one I got into, I'll put this out the way. So NVDY is the one I got. And like I said, they're paying September 11th. I'm watching them. But I'm not going to do them yet because I'm watching somebody else. It's a surprise. Let's finish up. I'm going to finish up with this one. My last dividend I just got, WNTR, which was supposed to be, I think I was going to cycle back into SMCY. Or I would have to actually look back. But I was going to cycle into somebody else that was regular. Then I found, I think it was SMCY. Let me see. What was the last one? October, November, December, September. What about for August? Anyway, so what I was going to do was, there it is. Yeah. SMCY. I was going to jump into SMCY a few days ago because it was paying $130 a share. But then I had found WNTR. And, well, what happened was, there again, SMCY. SMCY was a little bit more expensive. I mean, it was cheaper. Winter was expensive, but it was paying more for me. And it's new. That's another thing. It just came out. It's like I caught like the first dividend on winter. $2.20 a share. I caught the first one. They ain't been giving out nothing. They're new. Winter is new. They just started. I caught them new. They just started. I think that clocked them. I think they came out like, I know they came out 2025, like March. Um, Early this year, early in 20. Anyway, sorry, my phone died. I don't know. Go figure. Anyway, so I caught Winter New. I got into that, which was cool, and so that brings me on. Um, so we're all caught up. This is everybody. This is everything that I've done over the past month, which has me making me. I earned about 7 grand. Oh, my phone in the way. I can't see my calculator. There we go. All right. Oh shoot! I can do it like this. Bam. No, I can't. Jeez. Thanks. Anyway, so yeah. Um, so 2856 and 2163, 2139, and we won't count July. July is July. So over the course of August, $7,158 in dividends. I'm earning double. I'm earning double what I would usually make at my ex job that fired me. Current folks, you know who I'm talking. Y'all know who I'm talking to. They fired me, but I make more than y'all, and I have no stress. Anyway, I make more than what they was paying me. That means I'm worth more than what they was paying me. So, you ready for a surprise? In my research, I discovered a stock that's coming up soon. It's not mine. There's a stock coming up soon that I'm watching. This PLTY. 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 I was in it a long time ago, and I lost money. But I bought it too high up, and then I lost money. I dumped out because I had to do some stuff. Wheel a deal, and I had a little emergency pop up, so I had to sell my PLTY, and I sold at a loss. But PLTY is $60 a share, and they're paying $7.49 a share. Franklin is watching this stock because eventually I'm going to be able to buy this stock. When I sell out of WNTR, I'm looking to get into PLTY. I'm watching this stock. I'm thinking about getting it, like looking at it and watching the price. You know, it looks like it wants to tank. See that? See how it's high at the top right here? See how that drops off? That means it's finna tank. And see, I'm using, see how this, we're right here. Now, of course, these prices really don't apply because it is technically Sunday and we're still on holiday. So prices, everything gonna change. But at the same time, This is called Ichimoku Cloud, by the way. This is what I use. I use Ichimoku Cloud. I use Bollinger Bands. Remember the bands? Expand them, track. I use Bollinger Bands. I use Ichimoku Cloud. Try to tell the price. I'm always looking for a better price. And so it looks like if I could get it down there and they're paying $7 a share, wow. Remember, the better the price is, the lower the price, the more shares you buy. The more shares you buy, the more dividends you get. The more dividends you get, the fatter your check. So I really want the price to tank so I can get in on this. And then if I get in, or when I get in on PLTY, I'm just gonna let that money sit. I'm just gonna collect dividends on them for the rest of the year. That's my surprise. $7.49 a share. Now, okay. Oh, that's a fluke, Frank. How you find a stock that's paid $7 a share? Okay. Well, I do research. Plus, this stock has paid $7 twice. Has paid, well, $7 once before. And then look at what everything has been paying all year. Since November. And that means this stock is new. Paying $2 and $3 since November. That means they got a long way to go. That means they paid twice already. I was right because they got this one. I missed it because I didn't find it. August they paid $7.50 last month. Just passed, and then they paid it again in May. So hypothetically, if I'll be trying not to move my freaking phone out, I promise. Sometimes I need to put it over there. My calculator, which I technically could have did like this, but it don't matter because my video almost done. We're almost done. So we're just gonna do hypothetical on PLTY. Okay. So I think we're not gonna do a hypothetical. I will show you when I buy. So I'm watching this stock. I might do a live trade, probably not, but I'll just show you that the after effect of me buying the stock, and then you can see the dividend that pop up. So the main thing I'm looking for is PLTY, September 11th. I'm trying to get into that. I'm probably gonna do OARK for next week. So it's gonna be OARK, and then PLTY. And then I found out there's another thing where I'm working on. This is a dividend royalty. So I'm thinking about switching my strategy from ETFs, because essentially ETFs lose money, to dividend royalty, because you can get in on them. You can ride the price back to where it was. You can write cover calls on the stocks that you own in case while you ride the price back to where it was, and you get paid on cover calls, and you can ride it for dividends. This is a new thing that I've been working on. So I'm working on this, thinking about it. How can I implement it? And so I'm probably going to implement this one in November, if I don't find another dividend royalty to get into for this month, September. But for the most part, am I fired or am I retired? I pulled $7,000 this month. You decide. Anyway, I'm starting to look for cruises now, which means that I'm finna take this on the road. I'm finna escape the rat race for real. They fired me. The best thing they could have ever did was fire me. The best thing I could have ever done was get fired. I panicked. I don't know what I was gonna do. But then I just thought about it, like, I was only making $1,000 a week with them. They had me so attached to them. I was going to give them another 10 years of my life. So the phone kept dying. Please like, share, subscribe. Questions, put them in the comments. Don't be a troll, because I don't care. I'll answer back the same energy. I'm writing a couple of ebooks in case you want to learn or read to figure out how you want to create your own weekly wealth system so you can retire and exit out this here rat race. What it called? Rat race. Anyway, I'm not in it. I'm gonna go to lunch. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day at work. The people who was at work today know who I'm talking about. Happy OT day tomorrow. The people who sign up for OT tomorrow. Thanks for supporting my channel, man. Keep watching. Like and subscribe. Share. If you want to retire for real, just watch. And you can escape too. I would love to hear some people saying that they might be trying to do some things like this. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.